Hi, my name is Joanne Hochendoner. I am a certified internal family systems practitioner and a certified mindfulness meditation teacher. Thank you so much for joining me. This video is on fostering self-energy, but a brief recap on the first video. It's evidence-based. Internal family systems and mindfulness meditation are both evidence-based modalities that, when combined, have transformative results. Absolutely transformative. It was discovered by Dick Schwartz. Dr. Richard Schwartz goes by the name Dick. And in internal family systems, we believe that we have a multiplicity of mind. We're not just a one mind. We have and I see it in this way, that we have these like alive beings within us. They have their own beliefs, their own perspectives and intentions. These are parts of us. And these parts are thoughts, emotions, and body sensation. So all thoughts, emotions, and body sensations are parts. In the classification of parts, we have protectors, and under protectors, there are managers and firefighters. And the protectors protect exiles. And then we have self, which is not a part. Self is not a part. Self is our essence. It has always been with us. It has never been damaged. One of Dick's definition is that it is an active, compassionate inner leader and an expansive, boundaryless state of mind. We all have a self, no exceptions. We were born with it, and throughout our lives, it's always been there, never damaged. We can heal and transform parts back to their original functional state. Self needs parts for human development, and parts are resources for self. So the qualities of self: connectedness. That's an open-hearted connection outward to other people and inward to all parts of us. Calm. Calm, despite what's going on in our environment, there is a steadiness, tranquil and peaceful state. Curious. We genuinely desire to learn about our world and ourselves. Compassionate. This is quite a healing energy. The compassion of self. Compassion of self is always there. We just need to uncover it by having parts unblend and step aside. Clarity. Clarity is a clear, undistorted view of our inner and outer world. If we are blended with a part, our perception is distorted. It's like an example would be how an anorexic looks in the mirror and sees that they're fat, sees that they are heavier than they are. They are actually seeing that. And that is a distortion. It's like when self looks through the eyes of a part, it's distorted. Confidence. Confidence stands tall in knowing we are competent. There's a deep knowing We are whole and complete. We are perfect, just as we are. Courage. Self is fearless. Self scoops up fearful parts and walks forward despite how terrifying parts are of their perceived environment. Creative. There's imagination unencumbered by our parts' limiting beliefs and fears. Creativity. This is who we are. This is who we are at our core. This is our essence. I mean, can you recall a time in your life when a quality of self came forward? Just spend a moment and think about when there might have been a time that you felt one of those qualities of self. I can give you an example from me. I worked as a nurse in an intensive care unit. And when a patient would arrest, their heart would stop, then chaos would ensue. You would have about a dozen people rushing into a patient's room to try and resuscitate them. You'd have the physician, nurses, respiratory therapy, all of these people, the physician yelling out orders, and when I would go into that environment, I would have a sense of calm. Every time I would feel this sense of calm. And now what I realize is that self-energy came forward in the stressful event of an arrest, a patient arresting. I remember, when it was all over, I thought to myself, that's odd. That's odd to be so calm in such a chaotic, stressful environment. But self-energy came out. I mean, we're always blended by our parts to a degree. I mean, if we weren't blended, then and we would be feeling the fullness of our self-energy. That would be enlightenment, and perhaps the people who lived that way was Jesus and Buddha, but us humans, we have glimpses. We have glimpses of self-energy. But what we need, and when we're interacting with our parts, is we just need a critical mass of self-energy. Just enough for the part to recognize that there's self-energy present. So we want to develop a self-to-part connection, not a part-to-part connection. We want self-energy to connect with parts and develop the relationship. It's important to come with curiosity, open-hearted caring, or compassion towards a part. So when you are in self-energy is when you are feeling one of the 8 C's, one of those 8 C's that we just discussed. Sort of a clue to having a self-like part perhaps blending with us is that self-energy does not have an agenda. Doesn't have an agenda other than perhaps healing and bringing compassion and open-hearted caring to parts of us. So we want to foster self-energy in our daily life. we will focus on caring and compassion and how directing this energy to ourselves becomes transformative. In a moment of struggle, parts of us being activated, we give ourselves compassion, not to feel better, but because we feel bad. Self-compassion. It's like a self-compassion break. Kristen Neff has done a lot of research in self-compassion, and she has this, it talks about self-compassion breaks, that we want to foster open-hearted self-compassion, directing this energy inward. Say something difficult happens, or I make a mistake, or I have a reaction to an event. Whatever emotion the event elicits, I recognize that I'm having a reaction, that there's a part up, right? There's a part of me that's reacting. And I give myself support like I would give a good friend. So if you saw a dear friend in pain, you might comfort them with a hug or say something like, wow, that really must be hard. I'm here for you. Self-compassion is being a caring friend to yourself. So it's important to be mindful, to be as much in the present moment as we can, so that we can recognize when these parts of us come up that are in pain, and we can give them self-compassion. We can give them the compassion of self. And it's good to recognize that, it's common humanity, that we are not alone. Everyone suffers. Life is imperfect, and we are not perfect. We are human, and that's okay. In a moment of struggle, parts of us being activated, we give ourselves compassion. We give those parts of us compassion. So I'm going to do a little practice. Okay, so I want you to get comfortable. And you can, if it's comfortable for you, you can close your eyes or perhaps a soft gaze downward. And breathe normally, just in and out in a relaxed rhythm. Now think of something that happened to you today or this past week that was difficult or upsetting. Not the worst thing, something that had a mild reaction, something you had a mild reaction to. I'll give you a moment. To think of that. Now focus on the memory of it. How did it make you feel? Really get a good sense of that situation. Where do you notice that feeling in or around your body? Yeah, where do you notice that in or around your body? What do you notice about it? Do you just get a sense of it? Or perhaps a feeling, a body sensation, clenching, tension, contraction? What do you notice? Now, how do you feel towards this part of you? How do you feel towards this part of you? Now, if it's curious, caring, compassionate, open hearted, then give that lovely self energy to this part of you. And if you're not feeling that way, then there's a part that's blended with you. And ask if it would step aside just for this moment while you get to know the feeling that you started with. If it will do that, then thank it. Thank it for that. Then refocus on the original feeling. And how are you feeling towards it now? If it's curious, caring, compassionate, open hearted, then give that lovely self energy to this part. If there's a part that you're blended with and you can't come to a space of open hearted caring, compassion, or even just some curiosity, then maybe that should be the part to focus on. And turn your attention to that part. And then how do you feel towards that part? Can you find some curiosity, caring, or compassion? You want to come into this space of self energy and then give that energy to this part of you as a hurt friend. You would give compassion and caring to them. This is a part of you. Give the caring and compassion to the part. Now let this part know that we are going to leave for now. Now thank the part for coming forward, and thank any part that stepped aside. Thank them for giving you some space. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. See, all parts are welcome. That's a little saying in IFS. All parts are welcome. So if you're coming from self energy, if you're coming from that space of self, self welcomes all parts. If a part is not welcome, then you're blended with a part. You're blended with a part that doesn't like the other part. So with IFS, there's a way to witness an exile without being overwhelmed by their emotions. From a space of self energy, from a place of compassion, open-hearted caring, you can ask the exile to turn down the volume of its pain so that you can better be able to be there with it. This request must come from self, must come from the space of self, not from another part that dislikes the pain. So it's like, an example would be, the part, this is the part, and it's just so blended with me and it's so tight to me, and I can't see it. I can't see it with it. So, and I can't listen to it. I can't be there with it because it's blended. It is, just so close to me. But if you give me some space from self energy, if you give me some space, then, oh, there you are. I can be here. I can be here for you and listen to you. And then from self, you can ask it to just turn the volume down, because if you blend with me too much, I can't be there for you. And I want to hear what you have to say. Another thing about internal family systems is that it's not necessary to experience the complete trauma of the exile. It's only necessary to experience it enough so the exile feels you have a complete understanding of what happened to them. It is best to have an IFS certified therapist or practitioner help with unburdening of exiles, because it can overwhelm, and it can overwhelm you with painful emotions. So it is good to have a certified IFS therapist or practitioner help with unburdening of exiles. And because of this overwhelm that can happen, or perhaps of exiles, or perhaps it's firefighters that get activated because of the exiles coming up, like suicidal ideation or drug addiction, alcohol addiction, eating disorders, etc. That's why your IFS work would be best to be done with a certified IFS therapist or practitioner. So now we are going to do a loving kindness meditation. So I would like you to get into a comfortable position, perhaps sitting where your feet are supported on the floor, settling into the present moment. You can close your eyes, or if you like, perhaps a soft gaze downward, taking a few deep breaths to try to relieve some of the tension in your thinking from a busy day. Then let your breath return to normal. Make sure your body is in a comfortable position during this meditation. You don't need to sit perfectly still. You want to create a sense of ease and comfort in your body. So I'd like you to bring to mind a person or some living being who naturally makes you smile. It might be a close friend, a partner on a good day, just somebody who brings a smile to your face. For some people, it could be a pet, a beloved cat or dog. It could be somebody that you haven't met yet, or, but when you think of them, it brings forward kindness, care, and delight. Okay, once you've settled on this being that naturally makes you smile, picture them in your mind's eye. What do they look like? What is it like to be in their presence? Picture them at a distance that's comfortable to you. If it's a pet, it might be on your lap. But as you think of them, it's easy to feel positive towards them. Just warm, positive feelings. Yeah, just notice the positive feelings this elicits, whether it's open-hearted, caring, kindness. I would like you to repeat some words silently. Some words with intention in mind that you wish them safety, happiness, and health. So repeat these Repeat the phrase, may you be safe. May you be safe. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy as is possible. And may you live with ease. Continue to repeat these phrases. May you be safe. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. Notice the open-hearted connection you have when you say these words to this being. May you be safe. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy. And may you live with ease. Repeat the phrase. If you find your mind drifting, that's okay. Bring your attention back to these phrases. May you be safe. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy. And may you live with ease. And now let's add yourself to these well wishes. So direct your open-hearted, caring compassion, that open-heartedness to both of you and this being, and to both of you with open-heartedness, with caring. Say, may we be safe. May we be peaceful. May we be healthy. And may we live with ease. Repeat these phrases silently to yourself. May we be safe. May we be peaceful. May we be healthy. And may we live with ease. possible, your mind will drift. Bring your attention back to these phrases with open-heartedness to the being that you chose and to yourself. Say silently to yourself, may we be safe. May we be peaceful. May we be healthy. And may we live with ease. And now we're going to let go of the being. We're going to thank them for coming. And we're going to focus on ourselves. And with open-hearted caring and compassion, so open-heartedness, repeat these phrases. May I be safe. May I be peaceful. May I be healthy. And may I live with ease. Silently repeating this to yourself. And if your mind wanders, that's perfectly natural. Bring your attention back to these phrases and yourself. May I be safe. May I be peaceful. May I be healthy. And may I live with ease. When I say I mean all parts of me. So will all parts of me. I wish that may we be safe. May we be peaceful. May we be healthy. and may we live with ease. Now I'd like you to let the phrases go and for you to rest in your body. Rest in the experience of what is. What do you notice? When you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. Well, for some of you, that might have been lovely, and perhaps for others, maybe not so much, but that is normal and natural and fine. If you find it hard to open your heart to yourself or even others, then start with just the intention to be open hearted. And do this meditation on a regular basis. There may be parts that close your heart for various reasons, and it may take some time for them to trust self. Might take time for them to trust self enough to give you some space. And that's okay. In time, they will come to trust self. So, with this type of work, I'd like to discuss some ways in which we can take care of ourselves while we do this. Why do we take care of those parts of us? Yeah, self-care is a discipline, not an indulgence. It's important to make sure you take good care of your body, mind, and spirit every day, not just when you get sick. It isn't always easy. A lot of us are crazy busy and don't have time for ourselves. It's hard to make time. Worse, we can sometimes feel guilty about taking the time required to take care of ourselves. So, getting started with self-care can be challenging. The goal is to figure out which self-care strategy works best for you. Learn how to use these strategies and implement them in your regular routine so you can boost your well-being not only today, but forever. Here are some self-care tips. Loving things you can do for yourself. And do it with mindfulness and an energy of inner kindness and compassion. So you can make sleep part of your self-care routine. Yeah, make sleep. Sleep is important. Make sleep part of your self-care routine. Take care of yourself with healthy eating. Say no, but yes to self-care. It's okay to say no. Take time to enjoy your pets. You can read a book, take a bubble bath, meditate, enjoy a hobby. You could take a day trip, take a nature walk, take a drive to the next town over and see the sights, or go camping nearby. Take care of yourself with social distancing and wearing a mask when necessary. Get vaccinated. Wear a seatbelt. Keep yourself safe. Yeah, and keeping yourself safe is self-care. So this concludes the video. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, please visit me at livingyouраuthenticself.com and send an email through the contact page. Thank you.